The UT Health San Antonio Biobank is a place for our researchers to store biospecimens. Biospecimens are everything from blood or tissue samples, and the reason that we do that is that we're able to then go back and use these samples to answer important research questions. Several years ago, the University of Texas system gathered all of the universities that reflect our UT system and made a decision to establish the UT System Biobank Consortium. This is important for multiple reasons. The first is that we are able to share resources and learn from each other. And another is that we're able to utilize all of the information shared in multiple biobanks, and we're able to answer key scientific questions more rapidly.
The defeat of cancer is a team-based sport, and the ability for institutions and centers to collaborate across the country and across the world are very important. Cancer patients are all different, and the diversity of studying different types of cancer patients is crucial for us to make progress in our fight against cancer. Our important region of San Antonio and South Texas, 4.9 million individuals, the majority of whom are Latino, are their own distinct group, and the issues of why they develop cancer, what cancer therapies they may respond to, and how they recover from cancer might be very different than other populations. So a biobank is a crucial piece of us being able to study what that exactly means in the cancers that develop in South Texas, how people respond, and how they recover from cancer.
The fluid and brain biobanking systems are a very important part of our effort at the BIGS to provide the best possible care and be at the forefront of research and discovery. Having this brain tissue helps us make a final diagnosis, which can bring closure to the family and tell them about their risk of disease, but also tell us precisely what it was that caused the illness. An answer we find in one person could lead to a drug that's effective for many people. One particular challenge is that while Mexican American Hispanics are the fastest growing group in the United States and have about a 50% greater risk of developing dementia than others, we don't completely understand the causes of this increased risk. The biobank of blood and fluids, spinal fluid drawn during life, can do an additional thing by showing us the correlation between what is in the blood and what is in the brain, so that we don't need to wait till somebody dies to have the final diagnosis.
Our center is very unique, really throughout the country and maybe the world, because of some of the technologies that we're using. So we're the only center that has identified a clear metabolite signature for different types of kidney diseases. Unfortunately, in South Texas, we have one of the highest rates of kidney disease progression, and certainly diabetes and hypertension are big drivers of that problem. We're really indebted to all of the investigators and all of the patients who agree with giving their samples for advancing understanding of human health. We're truly right here at the dawn of precision medicine, so we want to have these omics technologies available for patients and then start using it in a way we've never been able to do before. We have an incredible community here. The patients, the community participants for our clinical trials, it's that spirit of community involvement which really influences and inspires us to try to do as much as possible.
Biobehavioral research has moved forward the science of understanding a lot of the disorders, not like basic for diabetes, hypertension, for example, and into more complex like neuropsychiatric disorders. Biobanking has certainly been a very positive development. It allows us to work with other individual scientists and really the richness of the data does not stay in the School of Nursing, but it also is available for the world for the betterment of how we understand diseases and how we do research. There are chemicals in the saliva that actually is a reflection of how the body reacts to certain stimulus. For breast milk, it is certainly important in understanding what happens in a mother who has delivered or providing care to an infant. That could be in terms of the bonding, the stress of parenthood, how they are coping, and better understanding of this allows us to know and provide better care for our mothers. I truly believe whatever we do here at the UT Health Science Center is something that can make lives better.
When people make a donation to a biobank, they are giving us the gift of not only their time to make that donation, but the gift of their contribution to science. We don't even know the possibilities in a biobank of the questions we might be able to answer 20, 30, 40 years into the future. And so we're just grateful to the community that's willing to do this and to give information to us in this way and to be part of our biobank.